Virgo, this is it. You're standing on the edge of something much bigger than you can see. From June 22nd to June 24th, a rare energy portal is opening, designed specifically for you. But here's the truth. The universe has a plan to bless you, to elevate you, to break cycles that have held you back for years. But if you make just one of these 3 mistakes, you could block every single blessing waiting to reach you. This isn't fear, this is awareness, because right now your soul is being tested, not punished, and the decisions you make in these 72 hours will shape the next 7 years of your timeline. You didn't come this far to repeat the old pattern. You came here to break it, to choose you, to step through the portal, awake, aware, and aligned with your truth. So if your heart's been racing, if your dreams feel different, if life feels like it's about to shift, it is. And your job is to stay awake. Stay with me, Virgo, because I'm about to reveal the 3 soul mistakes you must avoid between June 22nd and 24th. Let's begin. Virgo, pause and listen closely, because this is not just another week on the calendar. June 22nd to 24th is a sacred checkpoint in your soul's timeline. It's not random, it's aligned with Earth, Mercury, and a cycle that began long before you even knew what astrology was. This portal, it's personal. There are patterns in your life you've been repeating, not because you're weak, but because your soul has been trying to show you something deeper. And now, the universe is giving you the rare chance to either break that pattern or repeat it, to choose healing over hustle, clarity over confusion, power over people-pleasing. You've felt it, haven't you? That strange emotional pressure, the repeating numbers, that deep inner knowing that something big is shifting. But you can't quite explain what. That's because your soul remembers this portal. It's karmic, it's cosmic, and it's been following you since childhood, when a version of you first learned to shrink, to overthink, to please instead of trust. This is the cycle that's being tested now. If you've noticed people from the past suddenly reaching out, if you've had vivid dreams, sudden mood swings, or unexplained intuition, it's not coincidence, it's alignment. The universe is whispering, Virgo, will you rise this time or retreat? Because during these 3 days, life may feel chaotic, not because you're failing, but because you're finally being shown what's not meant to follow you anymore. This portal is about truth, not surface-level truth, but soul truth, the kind that asks, are you still playing small to be accepted? Are you ignoring your intuition just to be logical? Are you choosing comfort over your calling? The Virgo portal between June 22nd and 24th isn't punishing you. It's showing you your reflection, and it's saying, if you want a different life, you have to make a different choice. And that's what this moment is about. So as you move through these 3 days, start paying attention. Watch your thoughts, watch your feelings, watch what shows up, and who shows up. Because everything is a message. A trigger is a teacher. A delay is a direction. An ending is a redirection. And if you stay present, if you stay open, you'll start to see what your soul already knows, that this portal is your turning point, and the only question is, will you walk through it? Virgo, your mind is your gift, but this week, it can also be your greatest trap. You've always had the ability to analyze, solve, and figure things out. You see patterns others don't. You sense what's off before anyone else notices. But during this portal, June 22nd to 24th, your usual tools won't work, because this isn't a logic test, it's an emotional awakening. The first mistake your soul must avoid is this: over-analysing your emotions. You're going to feel a lot over these 3 days. Emotions may come out of nowhere, waves of sadness, sudden anger, a deep loneliness, or even random joy. And your first instinct will be to ask, why am I feeling this? What triggered this? What's the lesson? How do I fix this and move on? But that's the trap, because trying to solve your emotions is the fastest way to miss their truth. You don't need to decode everything right now, Virgo. You don't need to turn every feeling into a spreadsheet. You just need to feel it. Let the emotion rise. Let it speak. Let it move through you like a storm that doesn't need permission to exist. Because your emotions aren't the problem. Your resistance to feeling them is. Every time you judge your feelings, every time you try to silence them with logic, you disconnect from your soul. And during this sacred portal, your soul is trying to guide you, not through words, not through thoughts, but through the raw, real language of emotion. So if sadness hits, don't fight it. If tears come, let them fall. If anger bubbles up, feel it fully without attacking yourself or others. This is emotional alchemy, Virgo, the kind that heals patterns that have been running your life for decades. Because here's the truth. You were never meant to manage your emotions like a project. You were meant to move through them like waves, to learn from them, then release them. And right now, between June 22nd and 24th, every unprocessed feeling you've buried is coming to the surface. Not to hurt you, but to free you. You'll notice it in small ways. A sudden emotional reaction to something small, an old memory surfacing from nowhere, a dream that feels too real, a moment where you can't hold it together like you usually do. That's not you being broken. That's your soul breaking through. And the only thing the universe asks of you right now is this. Stop trying to fix your feelings. Feel them, honor them, let them flow, without needing to explain or understand every detail, because blessings don't flow through logic, they flow through release. And this portal will reward you, not for perfection, but for presence. Action. For the next 3 days, keep a simple journal, not to analyze, not to track progress, but just to honor what comes up. Write down every emotion, even if it makes no sense, even if it's ugly, even if it contradicts what you thought you healed. Then close the journal, take a breath, and let it be. You don't need to fix it. You don't need to explain it. You just need to witness it. That alone will shift everything, because when you stop analysing, you start awakening. So Virgo, can you trust your feelings even when they feel messy? Can you give your soul the space to speak without your mind interrupting the message? Because if you can, you'll unlock the peace, the clarity, and the guidance you've been searching for. It's not coming from outside, it's coming from within. And it all begins the moment you stop thinking and start feeling. Virgo, let's get honest. You've always been the one to hold it all together, the helper, the healer, the one who sees someone hurting and immediately reaches out a hand. But during June 22nd to 24th, this impulse becomes your second biggest mistake. The mistake, trying to fix someone else's chaos. The universe is testing you now, not by throwing more people to save, but by seeing whether you'll finally choose you. Because every time you rush to save someone drowning in their own drama, you abandon your own growth. You put your soul mission on pause, you step off your path and into someone else's mess. And here's what you need to hear. Not every crisis is yours to heal. Not every person is yours to carry, and not every broken situation is yours to fix. Yes, Virgo, you have a beautiful heart, but this week, that heart needs boundaries, because if you keep pouring into everyone else, you'll have nothing left when the universe delivers your moment. And make no mistake, your moment is coming. But if you're busy managing someone else's chaos, you'll miss the door that was meant only for you. Warning sign. If someone from your past shows up needing help, pause. Don't rush in. Don't guilt yourself. Don't assume it's a divine mission. Ask yourself one simple question. Is this really my responsibility? Or is this just my old guilt talking? Because sometimes the people who come back during a spiritual portal aren't signs, they're tests. They show up just as you're about to level up. They sense your light rising, and they want to pull you back into the version of yourself that stayed small. And if you say yes, You anchor yourself in a timeline that no longer serves your soul. But if you say no, you set yourself free. You choose evolution over obligation, self-respect over codependency, clarity over chaos. That doesn't make you cold, it makes you conscious. And Virgo, your consciousness is your greatest power. Here's your soul assignment. For the next 3 days, if someone asks for your energy, your time, or your help, check in with yourself first. Ask, does this drain me or fuel me? Am I helping out of guilt or love? Am I sacrificing my peace for their patterns? Because if it costs you your alignment, it's too expensive. You are not responsible for saving everyone. You are responsible for honouring your path. And if you can stay focused, even when others try to pull you back into roles you've outgrown, the universe will reward you with peace, with purpose, with power you forgot you had. So Virgo, let them go. Let the chaos pass and walk forward, light, clear and unburdened, because your future is calling, but it can't reach you if your hands are still holding everyone else. Virgo, this final mistake may seem small, but it holds the power to change your entire timeline. Mistake number 3, dismissing the weird signs, you know the ones, that strange dream you can't shake. The random text or call from someone you haven't thought about in years, that butterfly landing on your window right after you asked for a sign, that number you keep seeing, 111-222-717, over and over again. You may laugh it off, call it a coincidence, tell yourself you're overthinking it. But Virgo, your soul doesn't speak in logic, it speaks in symbols, in synchronicities, in whispers from the unseen. And during this sacred portal, June 22nd to 24th, those whispers become louder, because this is the time when the veil between your conscious mind and your soul's truth begins to thin. The signs are everywhere, but if you're still looking for proof instead of presence, you'll miss them. This portal isn't asking you to explain everything, it's asking you to trust what your intuition already knows. Because the more you dismiss the strange, the more you block the sacred. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you followed a feeling, even when it didn't make sense? When was the last time you listened to a dream, or said yes to something just because your gut said this matters? If you're like most Virgos, you've trained yourself to need logic, to question everything, to stay grounded, even when the sky is calling. But here's the truth, your next breakthrough, it won't come through a plan, it'll come through a sign. And if you ignore it, you delay your blessing, because the universe will always send the message, but it won't force you to read it. So if something strange shows up between June 22nd and 24th, pause, breathe, pay attention. That dream, it may be showing you your next move. That feather on your path, it may be confirmation you're protected. That déjà vu moment, it may be proof you've been here before. And this time, you get to choose differently what to do. For these 3 days, become a witness, a quiet observer of what shows up. Keep a small notebook, physical or digital, and anytime something feels off or mystical, write it down, even if it seems silly, even if it doesn't make sense right away. Here's what to watch for. Recurring numbers, especially 1s, 2s, 4s and 7s, unusual dreams or dream visitations. Hearing the same song, phrase or name repeatedly. Sudden feelings of I've been here before, objects appearing, coins, feathers, candles flickering, tech glitches, random thoughts that feel more like messages than your own ideas. Don't try to decode them immediately, just notice, record and trust, because the dots will connect when they're meant to. And Virgo, if you can move through this portal with your heart open, your logic softened, and your soul attuned to the signs, you will begin to feel the energy shift. You'll realize you're not walking blindly. You're being guided, and that guidance doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers, in numbers, in dreams, in chills down your spine. So if something weird happens, ask yourself, What if this isn't random? What if this is a message for me? Because it probably is. And once you start listening, truly listening, you'll notice the path light up in front of you, one symbol at a time. So please, Virgo, don't dismiss the signs. Don't logic your way out of a miracle. You asked the universe for help. Now it's answering. All you have to do is pay attention. Virgo, if you avoid these 3 traps, if you stop overanalyzing your emotions, if you stop trying to fix what was never yours to heal, if you stop ignoring the signs your soul has been sending you, then everything shifts. This portal, June 22nd to 24th, is not random. It's divine, it's strategic, and it was designed for you, because when you align with your soul instead of your habits, you begin to unlock a timeline that's already been waiting for you. A love you didn't think you deserved begins to find you, not the chaotic love, not the almost love, but the kind that meets you where you finally met yourself, whole, worthy, awake, a career opportunity, purpose calling, or soul mission that you've secretly dreamed of finally begins to take shape. But only because you chose to walk your path, not carry someone else's. A peace you haven't felt in years, or maybe ever, settles deep in your body, because you stopped fighting the emotions and finally started feeling them. This is the reward of awareness, not the kind that comes from control, but the kind that comes from connection. Because when you pass a soul test, the universe doesn't just reward you with things, it rewards you with alignment. You wake up lighter, you breathe deeper, you attract better. Not because you chased it, but because you became it. So what's really waiting for you on the other side of this portal? Clarity. You'll finally know what's right for you and what's not, without needing to second guess. Boundaries. You'll no longer feel guilt for choosing yourself. Love. Real, grounded, mutual love, whether in a current relationship or one that's divinely timed. Purpose. That quiet nudge to start something new or return to something true will grow louder and more urgent. Breakthroughs. Money may flow where energy was once stuck. The project finally moves. The offer arrives. The door opens. Emotional freedom. You'll cry without shame. You'll rest without guilt. You'll trust without proof, because your nervous system finally feels safe. And here's the best part, Virgo. You won't feel like you're chasing your life anymore. You'll feel like you're living it, because this portal doesn't just reset your path, it rewires your reality. But here's what you need to remember. The universe is not punishing you. It never was. It's been preparing you. Every delay, every disappointment, every tear you thought was wasted, it was all clearing space. So when this moment arrived, you'd finally be ready. But readiness doesn't mean perfection. It means presence. It means choosing to stay conscious when you want to run, choosing to breathe through discomfort instead of numbing it, choosing your own energy, even when it feels selfish. This is what real transformation looks like. Not glitter, not quotes, but quiet choices made in sacred moments. So Virgo, will you choose now? Because if you do, you don't just receive blessings, you become the blessing. You stop living in survival mode, you start living in soul mode. And your future self, they're already smiling, already waiting, already cheering you on. So take the step, say yes to your path, trust the process, even when it doesn't make sense. Because you're not going back this time, you're going forward. Virgo, this isn't just a video, and June 22nd to 24th, it's not just a date on a calendar, it's a portal, a soul checkpoint, a rare moment where the universe isn't asking you to be perfect, it's asking you to be present. You've done enough thinking, enough fixing, enough sacrificing your light to hold up what was never meant to last. Now, it's time to let go. Let go of the patterns, the pain, the people who only love the version of you that stays small, Let go of the guilt that says you're only worthy when you're useful. Let go of the fear that your emotions are too much or that your dreams are too big. Because Virgo, you were never too much. You were always too true. So here's your final message. Stop overthinking. Stop saving what doesn't want to be saved. Stop waiting for a sign that it's safe to choose yourself. You are the sign. And when you release the old, the outdated beliefs, the broken attachments, the burdens that were never yours, you don't just open up to blessings. You become the blessing. You become the version of you your soul has always known was there. Stronger, wiser, softer, freer. So breathe in this moment. Let it imprint you. Let it awaken you. Let it change you. Because this portal will close soon, and the decisions you make now will ripple into every part of your future. But I believe in you. Your soul believes in you. You were born for this shift. So Virgo, walk through the fire and rise as your highest self. Comment. I released the 3 Virgo mistakes. Like if this message unlocks something inside you, subscribe for more. Virgo Soul Guidance. Share this with another Virgo. They need to see this.